Hey guys, good afternoon. Thanks for having me here. Before I start, I want to give a huge shout out to the super teams from Philippines. Not sure if you guys are in the audience. And then also the super team from Southeast Asia. You guys have done a wonderful job in terms of promoting Solana in the community. A little bit about myself. I'm the CEO for CoinsPH. We're the largest regulated exchange in the Philippines with about 4 million plus users, KYC users, and then trade about close to $1 billion a month in terms of trading volume. But less about CoinsPH, but more about Philippines, and then sort of the overall, I would say, the FX market and how we're going to bring some really cool stuff to Solana. Philippines is, as you guys know, it's the 15th most populous country in the world with about 120 million people. But the median age, demographics-wise, half of the population are under the age of 30. The median age is only about 25. And then from a crypto adoption perspective, I think it's ranked 6th from a percentage penetration. So we're basically seeing a very young and dynamic audience. And then second of all, what makes Philippines also really unique is actually the penetration of the importance of remittance. From a global remittance perspective, it's about almost $1 trillion market annually. And then of that, Philippines is the 4th biggest remittance intaking country in the world, about $40+ billion a year. And then it's really big in terms of, if you look at all of the Southeast Asian countries, Philippines is actually, has one of the currencies that's actually more free-floating versus a dollar, versus like Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, which has certain levels of currency control. So the peso, the reason being is that because we have this massive remittance coming in, it makes up about 10% of the economy. And therefore, what we see is a huge potential, I think, for bringing pesos on-chain. Right? The average daily volume for pesos to US dollars is about $1 billion. But if you look at sort of the overall global FX market, that's in the trillions on a daily basis. And so to a certain degree, I think what makes Philippines unique versus the other Southeast Asian countries is given the sort of more liberal FX rules, we actually have a huge opportunity to actually bring FX on-chain. And the first step of doing that is to actually have a stablecoin. And the stablecoin is, we launched our stablecoin in July. It's approved by the central bank, and it's fully backed by cash or cash equivalents. And some of the use cases that we've already been seeing is more so on remittance. But I think FX is the next big area that I want to look at. And so we really, right now, only supported on Ronin for gaming, and then also Polygon. And so what I want to announce here is that we're going to launch PHPC on the Solana network next quarter. And in doing so, we're going to bring PHPC and USDT, as well as PHPC and USDC liquidity pools to Solana. And what's really, in this case, I think what's really cool then is that what makes us as CoinsPH as a unique partner in terms of working with Solana and then working with PHPC is that we actually have a licensed and legal on and off ramp from PHPC into sort of the real world in the Philippines. So whether you're selling digital items on chain or you're selling physical items in the real world, technically you don't really have to have a local bank account to actually start payments when you start selling these goods and services into the Philippines. You can actually have your users pay directly into pesos, into basically your PHPC account with coins, or even, and then we can actually make that conversion for you directly. So I think that's more so on the cross-border side. But I think on the FX side, what makes I think this product really interesting, then it opens up what I call it is basically a fiat node on Solana. One of the sort of the not pain points, but one of the sort of uniqueness of the FX market is that most of the trading is actually done on an OTC level. Right, and then this is what I think actually makes the liquidity pools on Solana actually becoming more transparent and then becoming more available 24/7. So it actually brings, I think, both transparency and I think a certain level of pricing advantages. I think, but I'm really happy to share that with you guys, and then looking forward to discussing CoinsPH and PHPC with all of you guys. And then as you want to expand your products, protocol and services into the Philippines. Thank you.